Well, hi everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to more Zooming in the Jungle Room. I am very lucky today because I'm zooming all the way up to Queensland, where I am talking to a darling friend, an incredible performer. She is, of course, from The Voice, Rebecca O'Connor, and she's got a show called Tina, Simply the Best. Rebecca, coming in now, how are you?
Hi.
Oh my God, hiya. How are
How
you?
are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Just fine. What day are we up to? Happy Wednesday. How are you?
Happy Wednesday to you too. I'm good.
You are looking so great.
Just
Last time I saw
thank
you
you.
was August last year, August 2023. You had done 4 sold-out shows in Adelaide.
That was so much fun. Oh
Oh,
my God. I had the best time.
did I wear
2
you out?
shows. Pardon?
Did I wear you out?
You wore me out. I was absolutely exhausted for the rest of my tour.
Oh my goodness.
The 2 shows on the Saturday were unbelievable. Oh my God. That was full on, but the crowds were fantastic. I loved it.
We loved you. Now, obviously, back by popular demand, it wasn't even me. The audience has said, you must have her back. So we are having you back. And it's going to be on Saturday, the 10th of August at 2 o'clock and also 8 o'clock at the Regal Theatre again, because we know how much you love the Regal Theatre.
I loved it.
Yeah, 2 more shows. But you know what? The way the tickets are selling, there's a chance we could end up doing the Friday night as well. But that would just have to wait and
Oh,
see.
fantastic. Oh, fabulous.
So why?
We'll be there anyway.
Yay! There's so much to unpack, darling. Why?
Yes.
What is it about Tina Turner that you adore and that you resonate with?
I think it was since I've been a kid, I just loved her, you know. I grew up in Ireland all my life. I was adopted when I was only a few weeks old. So when I saw Tina Turner first on the television, it was like, wow,
Yeah.
she looks a bit like me, because I was the only black girl in the village growing up. Do you know, imagine in Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was kind of, I loved the heels and the dresses. And then I just started studying her from there on in. As soon as I saw her on the black and white television, mind you, with the big hair and the heels, the voice. And I just loved her. I loved her. And then as the years went on, she just really empowered. She was so empowered. She empowered me, you know. She's a full woman, isn't she? She's just
what was one of the
everything,
first songs,
everything about her.
what was one of the first songs that you heard that was like, yeah, I get her. She's good.
Oh, Private Dancer.
Yeah. Cool. I loved it. That's when I first found out about her as well. It wasn't until that album came out that I actually realized that there was this whole kind of career going on.
Oh, yeah.
The Ike, and then her whole disco period and all of that. I was totally unaware
Yes.
until Private Dance came out. And when I saw What's Love Got to Do with It, that video clip with that massive hair, I was like, oh,
Massive hair.
she's my lady. Yeah.
She is amazing. I love that outfit. My manager would not leave me go on stage in that outfit. I'm like, but I want to go and wear the big wig, Dave, please. He's like, no, that's not happening, honey.
So when did you first start singing? When did you realize you had
started singing? I suppose when I was about 9 or 10. That's when it actually started. And I just went off and I just was self-taught. But as far as performing went then, it was more like to do with the Irish dancing. So I was a dancer since I was 3. So yeah, and at 16, I was 8th in the world championship solo at Irish dancing. So that was an achievement and a half.
So how was it growing up in Ireland?
I loved it. It was fabulous.
And do your
it
parents
was absolutely fabulous.
Your parents?
My mom passed.
Okay.
My mom passed. Yeah, my dad's still with us.
Yeah,
which is fantastic. He's fabulous. Yeah.
How often do you get back to Ireland?
I go back for 3 months every year touring, so it's great. So it's like basically I'm based here in Australia, got citizenship and everything. So that was brilliant. And it's good the way I can take 3 months off as well to go over and tour in Europe and see all my family and friends, which is just a blessing, isn't it? Yeah, it's
And
really
then,
good.
so obviously, then you're on The Voice Australia, in about 2021, and that just set off a whole nother career for you in Australia, didn't it?
It did actually. Well, to be honest, I won Stars in the Rise in Europe as well. So that was like Idol over in Europe. So that was years and years ago. And that's when Dennis first heard of me. And that's when Tina Turner first heard of me, was with Stars in the Rise. I represented Ireland and won Europe. And that was in front of 33 million viewers. So that's what really kind of set my career on path. And then when I got to Australia, it was just fabulous having Dennis and my whole management team and band. And we've been touring ever since then, since 2010 in Australia. Yeah. But when The Voice happened, it was great because there was nothing happening after COVID. And it was actually just, it wasn't even post-COVID. It was like, it was just coming to the end of COVID where people could actually start flying again. So I was like, I was asked what I do, and I went, I'll do it for the laugh, and get back into it, because everyone was in lockdown all the time and nobody was getting out. I hadn't sang in a few years along with everybody else and all the other performers that were on the show. And it was just great getting back into it. You know what I mean? It didn't even feel like I was in a competition. It just felt like being around the same people again, being around entertainment, entertainers. And it was just, yay, this is what we do, And it was great meeting Rita Ora, and Jess Malboy, and what's the country western star again?
Oh, that was it Garth Brooks on it at that point?
No.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what was it that made you move from Ireland to live in Australia?
Well, it was when Dennis contacted me. He wanted to put a big tour together, and I kind of thought I'd only be going over for the tour. I actually thought maybe stick it out for a year, 18 months.
Yeah.
14, 15 years, I'm still here, endorsed by Tina Turner and have citizenship. So it's been like a dream come true, it's been awesome. Something that I actually used to basically take the mick out of, pretending to be Tina as a child, back combing my afro and just standing in front of the mirror and with my brush, the usual, to becoming a full-on career touring the world. It's been a dream come true. I would have never have thought it would have got to this stage, to be honest.
And let's talk about that. I mean, Tina Turner has actually endorsed you. Tina has actually given you her blessing. What a moment was that for you?
I still kind of have to take a deep breath and kind of, did that really happen? Because I mean, I won't give away my age now.
We don't need to do that. But what, I mean,
but,
that's epic.
But I mean, 40 years later, or whatever, it's just, I'm flabbergasted for her to even say to keep her music alive. I never thought she'd ever hear of me or anything like that. It's been just my whole life. It's been like a dream come true, so I just feel every time I go out on stage, I just feel I have to do my best. Even if I'm not feeling the best, I still have to give it 110% every show, There could be 5 people in a room, there could be 5,000 in a room, but the show goes on. Because once Tina has said that to me, it's kind of, you gotta do your best every time, you're only as good as your last show,
Yeah, totally. And you know what was crazy, my darling Rebecca, is that obviously, like we said, you know, you did your 4 shows in Adelaide in August 2023. We'd only just lost Tina, you know,
Yeah.
earlier that year, and you know, only about 3 months, I think, before the show in Adelaide. So the shows that you did in
Yeah.
Adelaide were the first shows that you did after, you know, we'd actually lost
Europe.
the Turner. Oh yeah, so it was
I was in Europe when she passed.
just incredible, you know. So it was, you know, for me, being a massive Tina fan, those shows that we did in Adelaide last year were a celebration for me of, you know, Tina Turner's life and her music. And there was no
Yeah.
one more perfect than you to do that kind of thing.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
Thank you. You're the best.
you're simply the best. Woo!
No, you are.
Oh, honey, you know what? We should do a duet. You know,
It's
let's.
only love.
Okay, we can do that one or the Rod Stewart one. It takes 2.
Yes.
We can put it in a whole nother section into the show. I'll talk
We
to
could actually.
Hey, I obviously know what song really changed you as a child, Private Dancer. But you know, years later, what are one of the songs, or give me a couple of songs that you absolutely love performing when you're on stage now?
My favorite one to perform would be We Don't Need Another Hero. I
Yeah.
just love that. And it just took me so long to get the vocal right
Yeah.
because it's such a high song and it's so powerful. And I think if you don't hit that note, people will be going, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it took a good few years to get that right.
I get
And
you.
now that I've perfected that one, I'm like, yay, I can do it.
And don't you find, do you find there is a pressure on you, because obviously you have been endorsed, and because now Tina is no longer with us, that
Yeah.
you going out doing the show saying Tina simply the best, do you feel there's a pressure on you to make sure that it is the absolute best that the show can be?
Absolutely. I mean, all you can do is your best. And at the end of the day, I'm not Tina, you know, I'll never be Tina. Like, so doing what I do and keeping her music alive, hopefully, I do give it my best shot and I hope people enjoy what I do. But yeah, there's only one Tina Turner, like, so yeah, I suppose it is a big call in doing what I do, but yeah, you can only do your best.
And you know, at the end of the day, you're Rebecca O'Connor, you
Yeah.
know, and Rebecca O'Connor is
Yeah.
doing her best.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Hey, now, let's let everybody know a little secret. I tried my absolute butt off to get you into the Adelaide Fringe for 2024.
I
Unfortunately,
know.
it just did not work out. The scheduling, all of that, it was a bit clunky. It never happened. But I've been talking to your manager and also my darling friend Dennis about the possibility of there could be a 2025 Adelaide Fringe run happening. So
Oh
stay
my God,
tuned, everybody.
lock me in.
I
I would
am
love
so
to do that.
excited. You know what? Based on the fact that Adelaide loves you, based on the fact that you know, the show is just so dynamic. You know, the lineup, the band is electric,
They
electric.
are. They're fabulous.
You know, so you know, you've got a huge database here of fans that just want you to keep coming back. So you know what? We'll get through this August date show run, and then let's talk about some Adelaide Fringe, because you know what? Putting you into the Fringe, which is on at the moment in Adelaide.
I know. I would love to be
amazing.
there.
You would seriously love it. So yeah, there's more stuff.
That would have been
You know what? At the moment,
fabulous.
we're focusing on August. It's all good. And the Regal Theatre. So what'd you think of playing at the Regal Theatre last year? Did you enjoy?
I loved it. It was so quaint. Great energy in there. I love old school. The engineers were great. I love the carpeted floors and the red seats. It was like, I love that. I love the old school theatres, which is beautiful. And the people are fabulous.
And everybody, you had people, you know, for specific songs, the Nutbush, Proud Mary, you had people actually up dancing all over the shop.
Dancing.
Now, I don't know if you were
They
aware
were loving it.
loving it crazy. I can't remember if you were aware of this or not, but the very last performance we had, which I think was on the Saturday night or Sun, I can't remember now, it's a blur. But we had a darling old lady up dancing in Proud Mary. Big wheels keep on burning. Unfortunately, her wheels fell off and she fell down and broke her hip, and we had to call an ambulance. That's how excited you got the crowd.
Oh, is she okay?
She's totally fine. And she said to me, because I sent her an email after, she said, you better be bringing her back because I'm going to be back for more and I'm going to be up dancing all over again. I said, okay, but this time I'm going to be holding your wrist.
Oh,
sometimes. So
God love her.
Why do you want to come back to Adelaide? What excites you about coming back here to play again?
To see you.
You. I love that. Best answer ever. Best answer ever.
Yeah, I loved Adelaide. I love Adelaide. And I'd like to spend a little bit more time and get to see a little bit more of Adelaide the next time I'm down there because it's beautiful. Everywhere I went, it was just fantastic. And the Regal is amazing.
Oh my God. But you know what I'd like to do with you? What we should absolutely do after the Regal, we should take you down to a winery and do a little more of an intimate show at a winery down McLaren Vale or something. That will be fun.
Oh, wow.
Me workshop.
Yeah. That could be fun.
I know, right? Well, Rebecca, what an absolute delight. Like we said, it is August the 10th, Saturday, August the 10th, 2024 at the Regal Theatre. If you look in the link below, above, all those kind of places, you'll find the ticket links. I cannot wait to have you back in Adelaide. You're an absolute joy. You're a darling friend, and I cannot wait to have you back here.
You're a darling.
Whoop, whoop.
My pleasure.
Thank you, my darling. See you soon.
You're simply the best.